Welcome to the Thursday edition of City News. I'm Ashley Burgess. Ahead tonight, Air New Zealand achieves a world first in Rotorua. A 9-year-old was struck by a car on a local pedestrian crossing. And United Fed 1 football team has achieved a strong start to the season. Those stories and more in detail tonight. Thanks for joining us. Air New Zealand achieved a world first in Rotorua last Saturday. With cloud cover down to just 400 feet, the Airbus flight used what is referred to as RMP level 0.1. The value is the lowest level approved by Airbus to operate with it and had been granted the previous day. Without the technology, the flight would have had to divert to Auckland, causing significant disruption to the inbound passengers and also to the outbound passengers scheduled to depart from Rotorua to Sydney the same afternoon. A 9-year-old boy was transported by ambulance to Rotorua Hospital for observation around 9:30 Wednesday morning after he was struck by a car on the pedestrian crossing at the southern end of Tūtanakai Street. The police interviewed the driver of the car at the scene and are investigating the circumstances that led to the boy's injuries. Rotorua MP Todd McClay has said he believes that the Kaharua Kokako Trust has a good chance of taking an award at the 2010 Green Ribbon Awards to be announced next week in Parliament. Mr McClay said that being a finalist was fitting recognition of their work and the strong support and commitment of many volunteers and supporters. The Green Ribbon Awards acknowledge environmental champions for their achievements in tackling environmental issues. The Rotorua Chamber of Commerce has announced Thursday, July 8th as the date for its next 2010 annual general meeting. The AGM includes the elections for the Governing Executive Board of Chamber, with nominations now being opened. 8 members will be elected to the Executive Board for a period of 1 year. Nominations close at 12 noon on Friday, June 18th. In sport tonight, the Rotorua United Fed 1 football team's strong start to the season has seen battles for starting spots intensify at training this week. Last week's 4-0 win over Ngaruawahia saw a hat-trick of goals for Paul Mullen, including a stunning overhead volley that most players only dream of just before half-time. The team are showing signs that they are galvanising nicely for a big match this weekend, heading away to the take on Taupo and a shot at the Challenge Shield. Now, weather for Rotorua and surrounding areas tonight. Rain developing, southeast winds low of 9. Tomorrow Friday, fine spells developing, southerly winds a high of 14 and a low of 8. And long range through to Saturday, cloudy with rain, southerly winds a high of 14 and a low of 4. And your marine forecast for Lake Rotorua tomorrow Friday, southeast winds 20 knots gusting 30 knots, turning southwest 10 knots by evening, waves about half a metre easing in the evening, poor visibility and rain at times. If you missed any of tonight's bulletin, you can watch it again by going to www.tvrotorua.co.nz and click on the View Latest City News link and the link below that for latest Rotorua events. Still to come tonight, Steve talks with Senior Sergeant Ed Vanderbroek about road policing. 2 students from Western Heights High School discuss SAD, and Layla from Movie Time Nongataha reviews some more DVDs. It's your news, Rotorua City News, with more from around your region next.